else. But today we're just going to talk about my love life. I'm going to catch you guys up on what's been going on with me. Excuse my hair. I wanted to let it stay in the rollers so that way I can have a nice little curl when I get done. But let's get into this video. Let me catch you guys up on my love life. So if you already know by the title of this video, it's called Dating an Inmate. So I know like this sounds so crazy, but we're gonna go through the whole story from beginning to currently how we got here right now. So let me tell you, I met this person on Tinder, which I mean, like, some people bash Tinder, some people have good experiences on there. I'm like somewhere in the middle. But anyways, I met this person on Tinder, so you know how it works is if y'all swipe the same way, you know, you guys get a match, you can message each other. So we matched and whatever, and I never messaged people first, so he messaged me first and we just had like a little conversation, like you know, the usual, hey, how you doing, that sort of thing. And then we stopped talking for like a month because I didn't like respond to his last message. Then I got bored and I went on there like, oh hey, sorry I never replied to your message. I'm never on here, so you should like add me on other social media. So I gave him like my Instagram and my Snapchat. Like everything started off great. You know, he had good conversation. He seemed different. Like he was in the church, like really active in church. Like he went to Bible study, church every Sunday. His I think it was his uncle or it might have been his godfather. One of them was like the pastor of the church, so he was like really involved. So then like after 2 months of just talking, he was like, oh, you should come work out with him. So we met up and we went to the gym at his apartment building. And we just worked out. Like we really didn't talk that much that day. Like I was nervous like meeting him in person for the first time because first of all, let me tell you, he is so freaking fine. Like I was definitely very attracted to him. After a couple weeks, he asked me on an actual date. So we planned to go to dinner. Went to dinner, you know, everything was cool. So now we like 3 months in at this point. He just like had everything that I wanted. And did I mention that he was fine? Whew, child. And let me tell you the icing on the cake. Not only was he so freaking attractive, but he could dress his butt off. Like when I say he looked like he walked out of a men's catalog, like I mean a 3-piece suit, like loafers, fedora hats, watches, bracelets. Like I love a man that can dress, so that really attracted to me to him too. I was just like, ooh. So let's get to the good part though. And I'm gonna insert some pictures. I'm gonna like blur his face out, but y'all gotta see how this man dressed so you can just understand how I was feeling, okay? We talked every single night. Like it wasn't a day that would go by without us talking to each other. Like, so I got really used to being around him all the time. So everything was good. Then one Sunday we did our usual routine, you know, went to church, went to brunch, came home and was chilling. And by home I mean his apartment. We wasn't living together or nothing like that. And this particular Sunday, something was really off. Like he was barely talking to me. I spent the night, but first thing in the morning I got up and left. And so he called me immediately after, like, why did you just get up and leave? Is something wrong? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you need to talk to me, all this stuff. So I was just like, I told him like I felt like he was being really distant towards me last night. You know, he was on your phone, he was ignoring me all night. Like, so I left. And he's like, it's not even like that. You don't know what's going on. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what is it? Is it somebody else? Like, is it you talking to other girls? Like, what? I was like, if you talking to other people, I don't care. Like, you know, you don't owe me anything. Because at this point, we was not in an official relationship. We had no title. So I'm like, you don't owe me anything. If you talking to other girls, that's fine. He's like, no, it's not like that. He's like, I'm in court right now. So I'm like, court? Now we texting, okay? So I can't even like call him and talk to him. So I text him like, call me, call me, call me. He's like, I can't, I'm in court with my family. And so like the last message, he just texted me like, I'm sorry, I should have told you. But I hope you don't give up on me, all this stuff. So that was literally the last text message that I received from him. So imagine really liking this person so much, and you wake up one day and you literally cannot call them, you can't text them, you can't see them, no contact, nothing. And I haven't been able to talk to him or nothing because he's locked up, he don't have a phone. You know, there's a whole process that I had to learn about when you get locked up. So finally I found something about the case. Like, there was a newspaper article just talking about an incident that happened on campus between him and his girlfriend, and it was just saying like his name and that he had an altercation with a female on campus at the library. Like, they were in a library on campus and they were arguing and he took her phone. They arrested him for robbery. So after I found the newspaper article, I looked like for my county, like people that have been arrested. I found him and whatever, and I wrote him a letter while he was in jail, because I'm like, I gotta know some answers. Like, you don't just disappear on somebody, not tell them like what's going on, and then you just like poof, vanish. Like, what the hell? So I wrote him a letter just explaining everything that I felt, like every emotion I ever felt in that whole entire time that we was talking. I put in that letter. It was like 4 pages long. So it takes, I think it took like 4 days for him to get the letter, and then he finally called me and we talked, and I got to know like what the hell was going on. So apparently the article was semi-true. Like, him and his girlfriend did get into an argument at the library. He did take her phone because he was mad. So he took her phone and he broke it. She pressed charges against him. I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me this? Because this incident happened like 6 months prior to me meeting him. So like the whole time that me and him was dating, he was out on bail. Yeah. So yeah, he was out on bail. And I'm like, why? Like, you had so many opportunities to tell me like that you had a whole case pending against you. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel, you know, away in the situation, because even after like he called me and, you know, he explained to me what happened, like, he, at the end of the day, he lied to me because he never told me about it. He knew, but yet and still I decided to continue to communicate with him. So a month goes by, we continue to write, you know, talk on the phone whenever we can, and let me tell you, he gets a 15-minute phone call every hour. Now, that don't mean for 24 hours in a day he can call me every hour for 15 minutes. No, that's like outside of the schedule that they have, like as far as they have to eat breakfast at a certain time, they have to eat lunch at a certain time, they have certain hours that they do other stuff. So we talk like once a day, maybe twice a day for 15 minutes, so 30 minutes a day. Yeah, so we went from seeing each other all day, every day, texting, FaceTiming, everything, to 30-minute phone calls a day. So we just continue to communicate through letters and whatever, and I just try to be there for him, like, as a friend, just because I, you know, can sympathize with him and understand, like, you know, this is not the ideal situation for anybody, but I get, you know, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and I feel like I'm just one bad decision away from being in the same predicament. So like, I'm not one of those people who ever judges anybody for anything. Like, I don't care if you're a prostitute, a prisoner, I don't care. Like, I'm not here to judge your life. Like, that's not my business. So I was like, 6 months isn't that bad, you know, I can, you know, stay around for 6 months and see what happens. So that's where we are right now. At this point, this happened in October and it's now February. So it's not that many more months to go till he gets out. Is it hard, like, having feelings for somebody who is locked up? Absolutely. Because like I said, we only can talk for 30 minutes a day. On weekends, we can talk more, but let's get to the nitty gritty. First of all, the phone calls is not free. I have to spend my money if I want to talk to him because, you know, he don't have access to his bank account and debit cards, and, you know, now his family is like being supportive, and they like put money on his books and make sure he has like everything he needs. And while he's in there, he is doing certain programs, like he joined a military program like ROTC. He also does classes just like to learn better ways to communicate with people. You know, his case isn't like other people's, because some men go to jail and, you know, they don't have a type of family like he has. His family is into politics. Like his uncle is the senator of our city, and his aunt, like these are the people that raised him, she's a mayor. So it's not like he's just like an average person who is gonna come out and just like, you know, throw their life away, which is another reason why I chose to communicate with him, because he do still have things going for him, and, you know, it's not the end all be all. But yeah, we just take it day by day, and, you know, I definitely can't wait till he gets out, that's for sure. I can say, as far as our friendship goes, we have grown closer. Just like when you can't be with somebody physically, all you can do is talk to them. You have to talk about your feelings. Like you have to be open with each other. You have to like just communicate more. So in that aspect, we did get closer to each other, because it's like I learned a lot of stuff about him that I didn't know, like just as far as his childhood and, you know, things that he struggles with. He's just more open to me now because, you know, we can't be focused on physical stuff. Like, so we connect on a deeper level. And also visitations. So, like I said, we talk on the phone and we send pictures. Well, he can't send me any pictures, but I send him pictures and whatever. I have not visited him for a couple of reasons. One, I don't feel comfortable just like being in that setting. Like, I don't know if I'll change my mind about this like before he's released and maybe go see him one time, but like people just told me like you have to get strip searched and all this stuff, and I don't feel like I should have to subject myself to somebody violating my privacy. Like, I didn't do a crime, so it's not that deep for me to go visit somebody. So far I haven't. And, you know, I'm fine with the phone calls and whatever, but I'm just like, yeah. And then to just like have to go through all the security and, you know, be in this place, like, I just don't know how I would feel. I've talked about this before, but I have depression and anxiety, and my anxiety is already through the roof, okay? So I don't know how I would even react being in that type of setting. So I don't know. I'm just like, at this point, I don't have a desire to do it. So people also ask me, am I like, just like, not dating anybody till he gets out or what? So like I said, we are friends. So yes. That scared me. Y'all, I just got so scared. Hold that thought. Sorry guys. I scare really easily. If you can't tell, I just like, I don't even know why that scared me. I was just like, but back to the topic at hand. Yeah, I still date other people because I'm not interested. Like, I'm not interested in getting to know anybody. Like, I'm not interested in dating seriously because that just like drained me. Okay, drained me completely. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't even have the energy to date somebody right now. So from time to time I'll go to dinner. Like, since this all happened, like since October, I probably went on 3 dates. But yeah, as far as like getting to know somebody new, no, I don't entertain that. Because not because I'm saving myself for him or anything like that. It's just like at this point in time in my life, I just don't have the energy, okay? I don't have the energy to do it. But like I said, I can't wait till he gets out. Not so we can continue dating, but just because, you know, at the end of the day, I like him as a person, whether we're together or not. and because I just like know it's really hard on him and what he's going through. So I will be happy for him when he gets out and everything. Now, there is a whole plot twist to this story, but I'm not gonna tell y'all that to the next video. So y'all just gotta stay tuned. So guys, I feel like I made this video long enough, so I'm going to catch you guys in my vlog, because I feel like if I just continue to get ready, this is gonna be like 2 hours long, and that's just so much time. Stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. Get ready with me, get halfway ready with me, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.